Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to my podcast, The Blue 5. Wow Woman Winning Wonderful World. Friends, my today's Wow Woman is a cart puller's iron-willed daughter who became India's beloved hockey captain. She is none other than Rani Rampal. She was only 14 when she made her debut to the senior Indian women's hockey team as the youngest player. Hailing from the small town of Shahabad Markand in Haryana's Kurukshetra district, Rani Rampal set foot on the hockey field at the tender age of 6. Known as Sansarpur of Haryana after the hockey hub, which gave India top players like former women's team captain Ritu Rani, Rajni Bala, Navneet Kaur, along with drag flicker Sandeep Singh and Sandeep Kaur, Rani Rampal's journey into hockey was anything but easy. She was only 14 when she made her debut to the senior Indian women's hockey team as its youngest player. When India qualified for the 2016 Olympics after a solid 36 years since 1980 Summer Olympic, she made the winning goal. It would not be an understatement that this iron-willed daughter of a cart puller has taken the nation by storm with her performance on the field year after year. Today, she is leading a brigade of top players as the captain of national senior women's team. This is her story. She grew up in a place where young women and girls were restricted to the four walls of the home. So, when she expressed her wish to play hockey, neither her parents nor her relatives supported her. Her parents come from a humble background and were not very educated. They did not think sports could be a career path, not for girl at least. Besides, her relatives would often tell her father, what will she do playing hockey? She will run around the field wearing a short skirt and bring a bad name to your family. The same people now pat her back and congratulate her when she is home. When she first started playing, Rani did not think she would be in the national team or get a job as an assistant coach with the Sports Authority of India. Her dream was to build a home for her family. If one looks at the swanky building she built for her parents in Shahabad in 2016, one would find it difficult to believe that she once grappled with acute poverty. The building bears the 5 Olympic rings on the top. Rani grew up in a humble home where her father worked as horse cart puller and sold bricks to make ends meet. The money was never enough to sustain the family of 5. She recalls how their kacha home would often flood during heavy monsoon. As young, Rani and her 2 brothers prayed for the rains to stop. She knew she wanted to play hockey, but the expenses that came with it, training at an institute, buying a hockey kit, or even shoes, were beyond what her father could afford. This, coupled with societal fears of her parents, made it difficult for her to convince them. However, she remembers pleading to them, "Give me one chance, look at my play, then if you think I am doing something wrong, I will stop." And she did not disappoint them. Her constant support during this period of crisis was her coach, Dronacharya awardee Sardar Baldev Singh. He took her under his wing and started training her at the Shahabad Hockey Academy. He supported and encouraged her hockey dream when nobody else did. From giving her hockey kits to buying shoes, he helped her with everything. When she scored a difficult goal at the academy, he gave her a ₹10 note. He signed it and wrote, "You are future of India." It is one of the most treasured memories that Rani has. While she did try to save the note as long as she could, her financial state at the time was so poor that one day she had to use it. When she was training at Chandigarh, he made sure that she lived with his family where her dietary needs were taken care of by his wife. More than hockey, he taught her to help each other. to guide young players restricted by financial issues, help them with kits and any other support they needed. This is the trend that continues at the academy, says Rani. The selection to the Indian hockey team was not a cakewalk. In fact, it was much like an arduous trek. Training was tough in all weathers, and discipline was the first value they were taught. They would train for hours and never miss a single day. Punctuality was foremost. When they turned in late, they would be punished by their coach, who was a strict disciplinarian. Almost 9 players from the academy were in the national team back then. Their stories further pushed this girl to work hard and prove her merit. Hard work did not go waste. In June 2009 Champions Challenge tournament held in Russia, Rani scored 4 goals and in the finals won the top goal scorer and the young player of the tournament. She competed in 2010 Commonwealth Games where she was nominated for FIH Federation International Hockey Young Woman Player of the Year award. Her performance in the 2010 Asian Games at Guangzhou made her a part of all-star team of the Asian Hockey Federation too. At the 2010 Women's Hockey World Cup held in Argentina, she scored 7 goals, placing India 9th in World Women's Hockey ranking. This was also considered India's best performance since 1978, where Rani won Best Young Player of the tournament for her stellar performance as the top-filled goal scorer. She represented India in the Junior World Cup 2013, where India won bronze medal for the first time. Here too, she won Player of the Tournament. In 2016, she was honored with Arjuna Award. Under her captaincy, Indian team clinched silver at the 2018 Asian Games, finished 4th at the Commonwealth Game and 8th at the London World Cup. And despite the laurel, when she is asked her what is her biggest achievement, she humbly answers, it is the honor of leading women's hockey team. From being considered underdogs on the world hockey stage to their recent tour to Spain, where they pitted and won matches against stronger team of Ireland and Spain, the team has certainly come a long way. Their first friendly match against Ireland was a 1-1 draw, but the second and final matches saw them beat the World Cup silver medalist with a 3-0. The team was a good mix of senior as well as junior player. As a senior player and captain, she says it is her responsibility to take younger players along, encourage and give them the required exposure to international matches. She wants to thank Hockey India for making the tour possible. When asked about clinching silver at the Asian Games, where they lost to Japan and missed the guaranteed direct qualification in 2020 Tokyo Olympics, she says they were extremely disappointed when they did not win. But no matter how big the match is, the nature of the game demands that one should move on and work harder. And they have not lost sight of their goal. The Spain tour gave them the much needed confidence. The team believes that if they play well, they can beat anyone. And so every day at the training, they give more than their 100%. They want to get Indian women's hockey on the world map. Their eyes are set on qualifying for the Olympics. When she is asked if anything has changed in the way the Indian audience perceives women hockey, she answers, from the time she started playing hockey, a lot has changed. Back in the day, women's hockey did not get the recognition or appreciation it deserved. But over the last few years, this has changed. People have taken interest and are appreciating the sport, but it more limelight and support. Not just hockey, but badminton, wrestling or weightlifting, women are dominating several sports, and it is a trend that needs to continue, believes Rani. She gives special message for young girls and women, and the message is woman needs more self-belief, and we as a society can help them by believing in them and encouraging them to chase their sports dream. To women, she says, don't consider yourself secondary to anyone. Set your own goals and chase them with determination. You can do anything. It is only when we believe in ourselves that others will believe in us. This is the golden message she gives to all women. Really, really a great and wow woman. Meet you tomorrow with next wow woman. Till then, live your life with your khwahish. Bye bye.